LiDAR, light detection and ranging. It uses lasers to measure the evaluation of things like the ground, forest, and even buildings. It's a lot like sonar, which uses sound waves to map things, or radar, which uses radio waves to map things. But a LiDAR system uses light to send out from a laser. Okay, so how does a LiDAR system use lasers to measure things? There are different ways to collect LiDAR. First being from ground, plane, even from space. But nowadays it's likely to be available in smartphones or other devices. So we will be focusing on that on this presentation. To get how lasers are used to calculate height or distance, using LiDAR we need to understand the system. First we need a device that has LiDAR scanner, which uses a laser to scan side to side as you hold your device to a particular area. On this case, the new iPad Pro, which came out on 2020. So if the device has that scanner, and then it needs the CPU or in case of the iPad Pro on a 12 binary chip, needs that to record data. The computer records all that important height and distance information that the LiDAR collects as it scans the area surface. That means no chip or no computer, no data. So how does the components work? In order to work, there are two key LiDAR terms associated with this. The first one being a pulse. Pulse simply refers to a burst of light energy that is emitted by the LiDAR system. And then after pulse, it has to return the first reflected light energy that has been recorded by the LiDAR sensor. So, pulses of light energy travel to the ground and returns back, or to the object that scans to and returns back to the LiDAR sensor. Okay, pulse plus return is equal to height. To get height, the LiDAR system records the time that it takes for the light energy to travel to the ground and back. The system uses the speed of light to calculate the distance between the top of that object and the plane. So let's break down what this distance calculation looks like. We take travel time multiplied by the speed of light divided by 2. Since the light traveled to the ground and back, these calculations give us how far the light actually traveled to the ground. So using this math, we know the distance between the plane and the ground. Okay, how do we figure out the actual elevation of the ground? To figure it out, we take the plane's altitude using a GPS receiver and subtracted the distance that the light traveled to the ground, and that covers the basics of how LiDAR system uses lasers to measure heights. So how can this part of the multimedia piece of technology can be implemented on times or life? The first being is gaming. It creates a complete picture of the environment, and you're able to then bring that into the virtual world and do anything you want with it. And the second one being is architecture. Using the scanner, you can collect enough information that cheaper 3D can immediately convert to two-dimensional floor plan and use that to create 3D accurate representation and start designing. And finally, also complete anatomy. It enables us to measure the patient's movements in 3 dimensions, and then we can use motion capture to identify which movements they are doing. There's also 3D animation to run alongside, and that will give you information about primary muscles that are required to carry out that action. Actually, these have the potential to transform the medical community of the future. I actually gathered as much as information I can on this topic. LiDAR scanner. Being this technology new, I did as much as I can, and then I will also do more research on next time. Thanks for listening. Peace.